Good day, everyone. My name is Andrew, and welcome to Data King One. Today, we are going to do a project on Power BI, and this is our first part of visualization. In this visualization segment, we will be doing things like Power BI, Tableau, Excel dashboard, Excel trackers, a whole lot of them. So today we will be doing a project in Power BI, and this project is about a departmental project and financial task tracker on Power BI. Means as an MD or CEO, it's easy when you have a dashboard where you can track every department activity, those in the business department, marketing department, production department, sales department, HR department, finance department. You can track their tasks by day, track it weekly, track it monthly, track it quarterly, or track it yearly. You can also track the progress they have gone. You can track every amount every department have spent. You can track the budget amount given to them. You can also track the balance. You can track days, and you can track the given date, the projected date of completion, and the day they are. So you can actually track a whole lot of things. So let's get right into it. In fact, if you do this project for your company GM, or your company CEO, or your company MD, or any of the departmental head, they will really love it for it. So that is why I want to teach you how to build this departmental project tracker, project and financial tracker. So first we need to calculate the balance. So what we do is we write equals to, and this is the budget given, and this is the amount spent in each department. So we fix this minus the amount spent. Okay, so the budget given minus the amount spent will give us the balance. Okay, the balance money left. So we double click it, or we drag it down, and you can see. So that is the table that is the column for the balance. So now that we have this, we can now go straight into Power BI, put this in, and get visualization for this, a dynamic and interactive visualization. So the next thing I want to do is I want to start fixing in my information. Okay, so what I would do here is, to start the visualization, I can start with this information here. So this is where I'm going to use, this is where I'm going to take the visuals I want, and I'll fix them here. So first, let me start with pie chart. So when I double click the pie chart, you will see it will show over here. So this is the pie chart. So what do I want to do? I want to add task and budget. So this is my pie chart. I want to actually add the task to budget. Okay, so I'll come down here to my interface, and I'll pick the task. Okay, so I'm going to pick the task, and I'll put the task as King's campaign, direct mail. Then the next thing, and I will take my budget, which is the values. So let's check it out, the budget given, and that is where I'll put under values, because anything that will count will be on the values, and things like words will be on the legend. So when I put this here, you can see I already have my pie chart. Okay, so we can adjust it, we can make it a little bit bigger. All right, okay, so I think this is visual enough. So the next step is, I want to take my progress to take my progress to department. Okay, so I want to know the progress of each of the department. So now what I will do is, I like using a waterfall for that. So what you do here, you check here, and you see this is waterfall chart. So I will double click, and it will appear here. So once it appears, so far I still have this box in it. Anything I do here means I'm working on it. No, it will not reflect on this pie chart. Okay, so a waterfall chart. Okay, so now what I'm going to take is I'll take my progress. So the progress, I'll put the progress on my y-axis because that is a number. Okay, then I will put the other information in the category or breakdown. So but I will be putting the department under category. So when you see, you can see this is the waterfall chart. Let me extend it better so you can see. So what this means is that if you see for finance from 0 to 1 is complete, you can see it full. For sales, you can see from this line to the next line, the green patch is full, means they are complete. But if you see HR, you can see from 2 to 3 is not full. There is still space here, means there are still some things to be done in this project. Then likewise this and this. Okay, so that is how we check our progress report to see if this particular project is ended or how many is remaining. So this waterfall chart will give us, you see it looks like a step. Okay, so this is what the waterfall chart will give. All right, we want to check these days to the project completion, to equate the days we have worked so far to the completed day and see what we have there. Okay, so now what we do is we take a chart that actually do this comparison, and that is clustered column chart. So we'll click it, and let me undo. So we have to have, so we use the clustered column chart. So we'll click it and you can see it will appear here. Okay, this clustered column chart will help us to compare. All right, so what we do is I'm going to put the values, days. So the days y-axis, so I'm going to take the days here and put it on the y-axis. Then also the project completion days also will be on the y-axis, and we are doing everything by department, right? So the department will be on the x-axis, and you can see for production, you can see the comparison, marketing, and the rest of the department. You can see them there. So the next one is we can actually use this line and stack column chart. Okay, because what I want to put here is 3 values: line, the column, then the department. So for department, we'll put that on the x-axis. Then we want the amount spent, you can put it at the line y-axis. So this is going to be the line. So this is going to show us the rate at which the spending on each department. Then we are going to compare it to the total budget given, which we'll put on the y-axis, and you can see what it has given us. So the budget given, you can see for business has the highest budget, followed by finance, HR, marketing, and this is what they have spent. So this line shows that you can see the value here that department have $50,000 and they have spent roughly about 30 something thousand dollars. You can see where the line starts. So this one also, where the line starts is here. All right, so this is the whole chart for now, where we have the format your visuals, because I want to format this whole visuals. So I will click format your visuals, then I will start with the pie chart. Okay, so that's why I will click it. So legend means I want to change all this legend, so I'm going to open that and I will check what I need to change there: the title, the text. Okay, the text, I want it bold. So you can see when I click bold, it becomes bold, and I actually want it to be Segu UI bold. Okay, so that makes it even bolder. So I want the color to be red. So since I can't find red here, I'm going to go to more colors and look for where I can get red. So red means I want it to, the color to be close to red. And you can see the more I click on red, you can see it's getting red. It increases. So not to waste time, I can just drag this point over here and you can see. So as I adjust this red here, you can see it also adjusts over here. So which is good. I want it to be really red. Okay, so the next thing is I will check any other thing I want to do. The title, this title, I want to work on it also. So I'm going to click format your visuals because I want to format this whole visuals. So I will click format your visuals. Then I will start with the pie chart. Okay, so that's why I will click it. So legend means I want to change all this legend. So I'm going to open that and I will check what I need to change there. The title, the text, okay, the text, I want it bold. So you can see when I click bold, it becomes bold, and I actually want it to be Segu UI bold. Okay, so that makes it even bolder. So I want the color to be red. So since I can't find red here, I'm going to go to more colors and look for where I can get red. So red means I want it to, the color to be close to red. And you can see the more I click on red, you can see it's getting red. It increases. So not to waste time, I can just drag this point over here and you can see. So as I adjust this red here, you can see it also adjusts over here. So which is good. I want it to be really red. Okay, so the next thing is I will check any other thing I want to do. The title, this title, I want to work on it also. So I'm going to click here. So I'm not writing anything there. I'm going to go to detailed labels, open it. So what you need to do when you're in Power BI, you have to check everything. Okay, so detailed labels. If I want it outside, yes, I like it outside. I don't want it inside. So label contains data value percent. I don't want to put the values in percentage. I want it that way. So now the values, I can also do something on it. You can see when I click bold, I come here, Segu UI bold. You can see it's changing over here, and I want to increase it to 10. Okay, then I also want the color to be red so as to be uniform. So I'm going to click red and you can see the color have changed to red. All right, so let's check again. Let's see one more thing we need to do. So display unit, automatic, value decimal, all these are okay. So the next thing, we have to check general to see what we have there. So on general, we have the title. So let's check the title. So you can see some of the budget. This heading 3, okay, which is good. So font, we want to change it to Arial Black, and you can see it has been changed to Arial Black. And I want to make this color, I want to make it green. I don't have green here, so let me check more colors. Click this green, drag this over here, and you can see it has become green. Sum of budget given by task. Okay, so this is nice. Now that I've got that, I can see that it's okay. So what I want to do is I want to give all what I have here to all this. So instead of doing it one after the other, what I will do, I will go to this painter. Okay, So once I click here and I click there, this painter will take all the formatting I've done here and we put it here. So I will just click enter and you see that these things have changed to red, the header has changed to green and all this. Okay, so I'm going to do the same thing here. I'm going to click it again. You have to click it, pick it, then you can see the painter sign there. Then I click this and you see everything has also been changed here. So I'll also go here. I'm going to click it again, come here, click it. So, and you will see all the changes will be done here also. Sorry, I have to pick this, then pick this, then I will put it here. You can see all the headers are now green, some of the labels are red. So we still have some that have not changed here because this pie chart does not have x axis and y axis, so we have to do more formatting here. So I'm going to click this, I'll do that formatting here. Okay, so when I click this, it's going to open, so it's going to only do the formatting that involves this particular type of visualization. Then I will now use that to paint this other two. All right, so let's go. So what we do is I'll first go to visuals and see what I have there. So anything that has been done already will not be done again. So this is x-axis, which we don't have on the pie chart, so I can click that. So I can click the x-axis, so we can do some changes. So when I go to the color, I will choose red so as to make it also the same. You can see it's getting red. I'll make it bold, so you see it's getting bold. Then I'll come to the font and choose Sergio UI bold, so you can see it's bolder. Then the next thing is I will increase it to 10 and you can see it's done just like the others. So I've done the x-axis. So what I can also do is I can also check the y-axis. Okay, that's our visualization stops. Okay, so why I like grid line is that grid lines helps you to see the values better. So I'll pick horizontal. I like horizontal grid line. Dotted, no, I want it solid so that it can be bold, and I want the color to be something like horse blood. Okay, so you can see it's horse blood, and I want the width increased to 2 so that it can be ticking. Okay, so that is done, and let's check again. Column, let's see. Okay, the column, yeah, I actually like the column. If I want to change each of this staircase, you can see each of this column. If I want to change it to different color, but I think it's okay. So you can do it to what suits you, but to me that's okay. So data labels, let's check on horizontal, vertical, how do you want it? I like it that horizontal way is okay. So values, I've already done that. All right, so it's time to paint it also. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to also come here so I can have all this formatted directly. So since I have here, I'll go to this painter, click on the painter. Okay, then I will come here, I'll click it, and you can see everything I did here will also be done here. All right, so this is good. Then the next thing is I'll also click here, go to the painter, click the painter and put it here. So you can see the grid lines all is showing. So now that I've done this, I'll go to general and see what next I can do. So I can go to effect and see what I can do in general. So something that can affect every one of them. So background color, I want the background color to be black. So I'll pick black, and you see this background color is black. Also, if I pick here, I'm also going to choose black, and you can see they're all getting black and it's getting very beautiful. So I'll pick here also black, and you can see that's black. I'll pick this also, and I'll change the background color to black. I want the visual borders to be, so I will on the visual borders. Okay, on. Then I want the visual border to have this color. Okay, so that's nice. So that is just like the border, right? Okay, so let me see the shadow. This is going to give it a 3D effect. So I will click shadow, click it down so as to see what I need to change there. So I want it also to be horse blood. Okay, so you are going to see the effect later. They are so beautiful. So bottom right, this, okay, all these are okay. So the next thing is I can decide to work on the canvas. Okay, so now what I will do here, I've clicked on the canvas, that's the open space. Then I'm going to go to canvas background. Okay, so I'll go to color and I want it all black. And when I do that, everything will go dark. All right, so canvas background. So I'm going to go to canvas background. I'm going to choose black. All right, so for canvas you have this transparency, so the more I draw it down to 0, the more it becomes darker. So I'm going to come here and I would take it down to 0 and you see everything is dark, and you can see that the whole stuff is dark apart from only the header. So the next thing I can do with this header, just to make it align, I can actually click this header and decide to change the color here. It's at, I have to highlight. When I highlight it, I will choose green. Okay, so you can see department project finance has been converted to green color. So when I choose the effect, I can change the color here also to maybe something not too dark. I think this is okay. So you can see it has highlighted properly there. Then I can let go. So now you can see that we are having a very good color. So you can see we're having a very good background, and you can see all is actually bold, and you can see the highlighted stuffs here. So also I can see the shadow here, and I can't see the shadows here. You can see the shadows, so I'm going to click this and also click painter, so I can have the shadow. You can see, so I can also do that. Click the painter, give this also the shadow, click this, click the painter, give this also the shadow. So when you see, they are also going to have shadows. All right, so now I can now separate them to have a space. So this space where I can actually put my slicer. This slicer is what I'm going to use to make it dynamic. All right, so it's already dynamic because if I click here, you can see that everything is properly done. For example, if I only click this portion, which is the logistic, is going to only highlight those logistics. So when I double click, it returns back. When I undo, it returns back to normal. Okay, is I will click on this slicer so I can have this slicer. You can see the slicer. So this is where I'm going to make the whole stuff dynamic. So when I click on this slicer, this is where I'm going to use to make it the whole visualization a dynamic visualization. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to come here to the department. So when I'm checking, I can check everything by department. So when I fix that, you can see we now have all the department: business, finance, HR. So if I click on business, you can see only business will show. If I click on finance, only finance will show. If I click on HR, only HR will show. Now you can see this small clear all section. So all what I've done, I'll just click it like an eraser and everything comes back normal. So this is also very good. So the next thing is I will need to format it also. So I can actually take stuff from here. Okay, so I can take this, also take the painter, make it faster, so you can see it's black. All right, now I can actually make this distinct. Okay, so with that I can come to this format page, and to make the slicer distinct, I'll go to values. All right, then I'll give it a color that'll make it distinct. So I can actually give it green, and you can see, so we can see all the values, make it bold. All right, and I can also increase this to 12. Okay, so that we can easily see the values in it. Okay, so I can also do something here. I can change, I can also have it, let's see if we can, the background. Okay, let's see the background. Okay, now the background does not have a color, so I'm going to choose a color. So for the background, I can actually make it red. Okay, so you can see it makes it looks distinct. Okay, so now let's go to general. What can I do there? Let me check the effects. So the background color is black. I can actually make it different so that it looks different from every other color here. So I can give you an hash background, something like this, just to make it look different, or I can make that hash background a little darker. Okay, so I think this is okay. So that makes it unique. So it needs to be unique, it needs to be different. All right, so when I do that, I'm going to go to the transparency and bring it down to give me that unique background. All right, so I think I'm okay. Now we can go to title, see what and what needs to be done, added and subtracted. So now that I have it, so what I want to do is, if I click sales, you can see everything will change in the sales department. You can see it change. If I click production, I'm going to see every value of that production, the percentages, how they are compared and all. If I click on marketing, you can see everything has changed. And definitely, if I want to undo everything, or I want to see two values, what I will do, since I'm already on marketing, I'll press my CTRL on my laptop, then I can click finance, and you can see I have two values. Okay, if I also want to see a third value on HR, it's just to press my CTRL and press HR, and you can see I have three values. And if I want everything done, is I can also click, there is a little dot here, let me see, it's not showing. Okay, I can also open it there. There's a space you can put all here, and everything will come automatic also. So this is how we do the visual